Hey, welcome back. I wanted to share with you today about fingerprinting. So I had a subscriber ask me about my machine, my new fingerprinting machine, which is this one. It's a cross match patrol. Those are the actual specs there. If you can read that, hopefully you can. If you can't, sorry, that's just the way it is. But anyway, yeah, so this one, it's not on, but you can see all that info. It's done with it's light. That's how it collects your fingerprint. And I wanted to share with you that fingerprint reader is awesome. I did some fingerprinting for the National Notary Association this weekend, and there was for the first session. So I was there with another um, colleague. She said, "Hey, come over and I can train you on this. You haven't been here in a while," and so forth. So I said, "Okay, no problem." So I went over there and she said, "I'm going to have you fingerprint the morning session. I'll do the afternoon session and we'll go that way." So I said, "Okay, no problem." So I was there at, I think we were supposed to be there at 7 in the morning. I showed up there a little earlier and couldn't find the room. Finally, everybody shows up and they say, "Okay, here's the room." Okay, so great. So, so I get started. We started doing fingerprinting about 7:30, or I'm the one doing fingerprinting, and we're rushing through people because class starts at 8:30. So we get done about 10 minutes to 8:30 or 8:20, whatever that is, 10 minutes before 8:30. And it turns out that it was about 19 people. So it's not a huge amount, but for one person doing that many people in an hour is pretty impressive. Because I was pumping them in because I had to call these people up from their seat. They're sitting down. You have to call their name. Hey, come up to do fingerprints. So you have to wait for them to come up, fingerprint, then they take off. So, it takes some time, so you're figuring, oh, I'm not going to get this done, in time. So I thought, well, so I leave, after I'm done, I leave. And then she comes back the next day and says, yeah, I did 20 people. So it was about even there as far as what we were doing. But it's all because of this machine, this fingerprinting device that we have, that we can move through people a lot quicker. So in another video, I shared my other device that I use, which is a 5.0. It captures prints using electricity. It runs electricity through your hand in order to form the print. Okay. Whereas this one does it through light. So it reflects light off your fingers and then captures the print. Different technology. It's a lot faster. It takes about, when things are moving, it could take like 3-4 seconds to pick up prints, and then you're done. So in the matter of a minute, you can do everybody's prints. The longest part of the whole process is typing in the information. Let me get that information to show you. I could talk about this a little bit. It's this form. So this is the live scan request form. So in the center here, they fill in their name, all their specifics here, their driver's license, and then they sign and date it. This other information up here is usually pre-printed. So this particular one's for insurance agent. Okay, that I just had a guy just come do this one. And then it shows your level of service that's needed and so forth. And then you fill in this information down here, or I do fill in this information down here. So they usually don't come, and when they show up, especially the NNA, they show up, they had to fill that out, bring their ID and all that mumbo jumbo. It's not pre-printed. This guy, he brought his already filled out, and I was done with him in a matter of minutes. It's about the whole process 5 minutes because I have to type in all the information into my computer. But for the NNA and these big groups, I don't sit there and type in all the information. I type in their social, scan their ID, and then I go back and double check all the information that's in my form before I submit it to the Department of Justice. So that's the process. I purchased this particular unit I contacted the vendor that I use. I said, hey, I'm looking into getting these cross match patrol. And he said, okay, I can't sell it to you because that's who I bought my original 5.0 from, because they don't sell that model. So he sent me over to the software manufacturer that I deal with, which is CDI is the name of the software. Sorry, I haven't been sleeping well these last few days. And so they sent me a thing, hey, just an email, hey, we can sell you the unit, no problem. Send us a check and we'll get it out to you. So that's what I did. Or you can pay by credit card, however I did it, and they send you the unit. And then when you get the unit, you call your vendor up and say, okay, I got my unit. I need to get it certified by the DOJ so I can use it in my operation. So that took, I don't know, a scheduled appointment. It took a couple days, and then I was good to go. And that's what happens. But that unit, it's so much faster. I think my 5.0 capture, it takes like 10 to 15 seconds to capture prints versus this one's like 3 or 4 seconds. And we did a little experiment. You'll never see the video because we did the video and we were all over the place. And it just wasn't professionally done, and I just couldn't put it out there. But my colleague and I did that. We might revisit that and redo that video at a later time. But that's how we came up with the timing, how long it takes. So just wanted to share that information for that subscriber that was interested, and for all of you that are interested in finding out what the good product is. This is a good one. I mean, they have other models, this particular manufacturer. I think there's another model that's supposed to be faster than this one. It's fast enough for me. Okay. It's not, another second off the time is not going to, it's not going to save hours, even if you're doing a group. Okay. A second's not a big deal. Okay. But between this one and my other one, yeah, it is a big deal, because you're talking just the technology difference. It's a big deal, because the 5.0, it runs electricity through your hand. If your hand has moisture, all the prints are washed out, and you're like, okay, I need to dry your hands. So you're spending extra time drying hands off. Where this one, it doesn't matter if the hands are wet, dry, whatever, it's done through light, and you're capturing that normally. Okay. So the biggest problem I have with this one is if I'm outside on my porch right now, if the sun is shining into the device, it's not going to work properly. So I have to block the sun from hitting the device. That's just that's the main problem I have with this one. It just outside doesn't like this light, doesn't like all the light, but that's because of the technology. It uses light. So of course it's not going to like the light. But other than that, that's the main differences. And that's what I like about this unit. It's just a lot faster and captures prints a lot better. So that's it for today. And just if you've made it this far, I'm just going to do a short little plug for the Notary Symposium. And I'll probably do another video for this anyway, because half of you haven't watched this far. But the Notary Symposium happening November 11th and 12th. If you're a notary, go sign up at the notarysymposium.com and get your ticket. It's an awesome event. It happens every year around the National Notary Day, and you'll just benefit from it. So I want you to take advantage of that. If you if you're a notary, you're not doing well, you're like, I don't have the money, can't do it, reach out to Laura or the reach out through the Notary Symposium and say, hey, I want to attend, but I can't financially. And people have pledged to support for a couple of tickets for people that need help. Okay, so I don't know if I should say that, but let me just say in my own defense that I will be supplying a ticket to somebody that is in need, and you can reach out and get that ticket through the Notary Symposium. So just want to share that with you, because I value the training that and insight that's given at that event. And it's an event that has brought me to where I am. I wouldn't be doing videos here. Well, not necessarily the video part, but I wouldn't be doing videos about live scan if I had not learned about live scan at the Notary Symposium. So my colleague was teaching there one year, and I got fired up and did the steps, and now I'm doing fingerprinting. So that's how important this training has played a role in my business. And so I just want to pay that forward to somebody that if they can't afford it, or there's some, their retraction in their business and they can't go right now, but they want to attend, reach out to Laura, and she may be able to accommodate you. Either it's going to be from me or possibly another notary that has attended and is valuing this training and wants to support another notary. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you today, and hope you have a great day.